You're ready, huh? Time for a walk. Ooh, it's bright out. Okay, I'm coming. Hi. So today we're gonna finally get this electric fence up. I think the ground is workable enough that I could get it into the ground, so hopefully that works. But it's just above freezing. Yesterday we had a little bit of snow, but it's pretty much, except in the shade, it's pretty much all melted. So we'll get that up today. Okay, so my goal is to set up my electric fence so I can let my chickens out without worrying as much about coyotes and other predators. And this morning we had snow on the ground, so obviously it's gotten pretty warm, melted. Yesterday I only had like a half inch or so, but so I'm gonna try to put this up. This morning when we had the snow, I saw coyote tracks. It looked like one coyote came in between my coop and the barn, out here, over to the fence by the gardens. Seemed to be checking out things where my other chickens are in the garden area, and then it went off to the neighbors. So definitely somebody is checking things out, but I like to let my chickens out and eat some of the greens, and when it gets warm like this, eat some of the bugs that start coming out. So I'm thinking I'm going to bring the fencing out from the door of the run out this way and down, go past my coop, and then go back into the leaves a little bit. I'll try to clear some of the leaves from around the fence area so it doesn't cause a problem there. So I want to go back into the leaves so they could dig through that, and then maybe end it back at the back side of the coop. But that way at least I can let them out and I don't have to be out here protecting them. They still have access to their coop and runs, so I just leave the door open there when they come out. So if they do have an aerial predator, they can run inside there, so they're not completely unsheltered from above. But yeah, we'll see if we can get this set and working. This is my grounding rod. I actually found a 4-foot grounding rod because everyone seems to have 6 and 8 feet. But I want this to be mobile, so I'm going to try it with this. Hopefully it works well enough in our sandy soil, but we'll see. Here it goes. Okay, so here goes nothing. We're all hooked up. This green one is a clamp-on wire, so it's easier to attach and remove. Attach the end here. So red goes to the fence, black goes to the ground. And I picked up this aluminum wire. I was meaning to get copper wire, but this is what was with the electric fencing material, so I think it'll work just fine, specifically for electric fencing. So let's turn on and see how we are. So the meter works. It's supposed to tell us how the charge is. It looks like it's charged. And I think it's actually working. So the first flick is for letting us know that the needle works, to go all the way to the end and back. Second flick is supposed to be for letting us know the battery has a charge on it. And the third is supposed to tell us that we're hot. We're good to go. So it's past green. It's all the way at the top. So I guess I have things set up all right. I'm going to turn it off for a minute and let the chickens out, and hopefully they learn about it. I got to get the, I got to get this turned off, get in there, open the door, and let the girls out. Okay, so open the door. Now, the girls have never had an electric fence before, so we'll see how they do with it. I got to get my corner pulled back. See if I could do this one-handed. Okay, so I'm hooked up there. The girls are out foraging. I'm gonna get my charge hooked up here. And turn this back on. One flick, two flicks. That one, it only did two flicks, but I wonder if that's because they already did it. And I do have the girls already out, kind of close to the fencing. So here's my setup. Here's my first corner, really just the first post. We're set up long and narrow, so we have posts going down this way. Girls aren't even going near it. Oh, I don't think they want to go near it. I should probably test it. I did buy a tester as well. But so anyway, here's my setup. We're going down to the end. Ended up putting a point at the end just based on long and narrow and where things ended up with my posts. And then over there, I raked the leaves away from the fence a little bit and went all the way to the back edge of the coop. So this way they get some grass, some leaves. I can adjust the shape of this, so if I want to give it, give them a little fresh section, I can adjust the shape. Eventually I'll make myself a big tractor coop, hopefully kind of like the chickshaw or something along those lines, for the summer, and then I'll just use the main coops for the winter. So it ends right here, and I made sure nothing's touching any of the wiring over here, so that I have the hardwire fence, quarter-inch hardwire down there, so I made sure we're not charging the actual runs. So that is my setup.